What is up, everybody? Coming at you, make sure everything is mics are on, all good. What is up, everybody? Risen Guy here, coming at you. This is session 44 of the Strife of Aradiel. So, getting right into everything. Shout out to everybody coming through. Hey, thank you so much for this sub there. Appreciate it. And anybody who's coming in here, any viewers, and you come and check it out, never forget we have a lot of cool interactions there, including our pool of echoes, which you can get certain throw some dice in there for the players to use at any given moment. Sometimes they might be high, sometimes they might be low, and they'll find cool ways to use that. So if you got points, use them up. They right now they are all out and they're fiending for them. The mic is not on. Stop playing with me, Plem. I can see my thing here. So anyways, push forward. Let me go ahead and get the group all up in here. What is up, everybody? We got one out tonight, so let's go ahead and... Where's the abracadabra? Boom. Gone. Alright. So, anyways, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Y'all ready for tonight's game? Ira's a little lost. Yep. That's okay. He's been chilling on the airship this whole time, so... It's all going to work out just fine that he ain't going to know what the fuck is going on here. I see Ragged on the chat. Hey, I understand, man. You got stuff going on. All right, so let's go ahead and swing right into things because why not? So from where we last left off last week, they had made their way to Hadron, the northern border city that this is the big bulk forward force that keeps the Calrathian armies out of Eldara. You guys, contact with some rather well-known protectors of the land there with the Skywreckers. And then eventually landing outside of the city. Jasper, Ira, stayed behind on the ship. Meanwhile, Finvar and a new companion here, TC1, made their way off into town, into the city, trying to find an entrance to a secret, workshop of sorts. They discovered where they believed to be the entrance to this location. But, well, TC1 got noticed there, and we left off with him half surrounded off a half circle of armed guards carrying these new heavy firearms. Meanwhile, Finvar sneaking around the backside, which has been cleared as the guards are again, all pushing over to the opposite side of him. Was starting to make his way into the building there. Oh, and one final thing I almost forgot, man. May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day. I don't know how I forgot. I got the shirt on and everything, and I still completely blanked on it. But yes, May the 4th be with you, everybody. Happy Star Wars Day. And, yeah, let's get right into things here. So, TC1. Find yourself standing off here. Again, the building that opens up. Guards halfway blocking you off there. Their weapons drawn. Telling you to get down, to surrender. What are you doing?
Now, come on. That's a little unnecessary for me to have to surrender. No hard feelings here. Wasn't trying to hurt anybody. How about this? I'll just walk away.
Well, you think you're just gonna come over here and impersonate an officer and just walk away? That's not quite how this works there, little thing. What are you, by the way? What is that?
I'm still disguised as a guard, unless they dispelled it.
Oh, you are correct. That's my bad. Yeah, but I certainly don't know you. Don't know where you got that outfit, but
Of course, you wouldn't know me. We work in different parts of the town, city. So of course you wouldn't know me. So
I'm gonna repeat myself one more time, sir. You drop down, surrender, or me and my friends here is gonna open fire, and then we'll see what's left of you.
yeah. Wish you didn't have to come down to this. How big is this semicircle?
From where they're standing, kind of elbow to elbow, that's gonna be about 15 feet around.
Perfect. I'm gonna do a wind wall around to block them, and then I'm booking it the other direction.
All right. Do they have any kind of a save or anything from the push through, or is it just wall of wind?
Let's see. So if the semicircle, I'm doing the wall basically. I'm not trying to do it on them because it actually will do a lot of damage to them. I'm gonna do it in a cone or surrounding me, and then extend it as far as I can outward to each side. And let's see here, using one charge of the ring. I didn't mean to roll damage, but so each creature in its area makes a strength saving throw, or takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a save or on a successful one. It's a DC 18 strength saving throw.
I hope these guys are more than first level fighters. 4d8 damage.
Well, that's if they push through it. I'm doing it. I'm not trying to do it on them. I'm trying to do it just in front of them, separating me from them.
So down, please. So of the 9 armed guards here, 2 of them managed to make the save, including the one just off ahead of you there, and one right beside him as they kind of buckle in. The other 2, and this pushes them back how far?
It doesn't say it push them. It doesn't push them back. It's more of just like a wall of wind. And if they're trying to get through it, then let's see. I'm trying to find the spell again.
Okay, so in that case, so the rest of them, the wind comes up. They're using their weapons, trying to cover their face, trying to see through it and push through, but they're stuck. The one in front of you and the one just beside him start pushing off towards you. You said that you go off and you start running in the opposite direction?
Yes. So arrows, bolts, and other ordinary projectiles launched at the targets behind the wall are deflected upward and miss automatically. Smaller flying creatures or objects can't pass through the wall.
Okay. So those 2 making their save make it through the wall, and they're in hot pursuit of you now as you've ran off, and they're firing these nasty weapons behind you. Does a 22 hit?
Shield misses.
Shield misses. Oh shit. Second shot is not going to hit. All right. So you're running off now, bolting through the corners there. They reach up, push through it just as the wind starts moving up. They hop just past it before it can separate them, and they keep running after you, firing off behind you. You can see the shrapnel that's flying out of these things just wrecks through barrels and a couple of crates. One hits a wall and takes out a couple of bricks. You can see how powerful these things are. Just so much kicking power to them.
As I'm like booking it, as soon as I can make a turn into an alley, I'm gonna fly up onto the roof and hide. Because
They come running over, bolting around the corner there, stopping, sliding in the center. Give me a stealth check.
19, and I'm gonna use Flash of Genius to make that a 24.
All right. So you zip around and over the top. They stop right in the center there, looking around down at the floor with a little. Keep in mind that TC1 is not a big fella. It's at about 4 feet tall, so it's almost a doll of a person running through and then flying off. They're standing looking at these miniature feet, searching around the area. Eventually, how long did the wall of that wind wall last?
The wind wall lasts. It's a concentration spell that lasts a minute.
A minute. So, as you're floating up at the top of one of these buildings here, again, a lot of ruins in the area, so there's almost an open room where you can kind of go in, lay on the top floor, and just wait for them. Eventually, as they move around the area a little bit, at first they're searching through any old crates, looking under anything, any of the rubble that's just laying out there for you hiding anywhere. After a while, eventually, as your spell wears off, the rest of the group comes running up. He orders 2 of them, get back there. He could be trying to trick us, as they goes running back off towards it. The rest of you spread out, and they start moving in each direction, searching the area. No signs of you at the moment. And then, while that's going on there, Finvar, you're creeping your way into the door, and when you suddenly hear that, those heavy winds start pushing against one side of the building there. Now again, before you, when you step into this place, you can see in the center of it, there's what looks to be a very kind of archaic freight elevator. To the side of it, there's a staircase that seems to wind down and spiral around it.
I don't think this is a portal. Okay, and I'm going to run out of the room. I was trying to see what is that the guards were guarding, and that's it. And
All right, so
as I
you
hear,
step out of there. Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm running. I mean, to the other side to see where T1C is. I see
You get it right eventually.
One day.
the guards running in all directions. I mean,
So as you run around one side of the corner there, a number of them, you can still see them kind of stuck trying to get through that wind wall, when eventually, by the time you're coming around the corner, it's dying down. A number of them are starting to run off in that direction. One turns and breaks off from the group there, as the rest of them go running off down towards the alley where you assume TC1 may have ran. One of them breaks off and starts moving over towards you. He's running directly at you. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I thought they left this T1C here. And I'm going to walk in the other direction like he's not there.
Give me a performance check. That's what I want from you for that.
Performance? Okay.
Performance.
16.
16. Kind of looks, just turns and goes running back in the other direction. Just apparently played it off just well enough. He just keeps on moving. So as you go heading off the other way, he goes running off back down the alley. And then after a moment, 2 of them come running back in that direction, headed towards. Now you've already kind of stepped out of the direct line of sight there, so they move back over and take their spots back on either side of this little building that leads downwards. And TC1, so you can still hear them moving around outside. It's not quite pitch black out, but the evening is here and the sky is kind of getting nice and dark now. What are you doing?
So I guess I'm gonna try to make my way back to the ship. But I will disguise myself once I can find a place to just turn into like a commoner, just a common person walking the streets as I'm trying to make my way back.
So, give me a perception check.
I will use my last flash of genius for the day to make that a 19.
19. Okay. So, kind of peeking out over, floating up a little bit there, getting a good idea of where the movement is. Finding a good open space where you can go and take on a new appearance. And still avoiding where the bulk of them are. Soon enough, you head right out of the area that they're entirely searching there and start making your way, eventually blending in with, aside from being one of the few uninjured people still walking the streets here, everyone else is kind of just ignoring you at this point. You're making your way down there. Finvar, what are you doing? You can hear them all searching, shouting out to each other in the area where they all ran towards down that alley. But you've spotted no signs of TC1.
Okay, I'm going to trust TC1, and if he gets captured, I'm going to go save him. But I guess he's good. I trust him, and so I'm going to come back to the ship, trying to not make as much attention as possible, and that's it. Lay low.
Are you walking, flying? How are you both moving back towards the ship?
I'm walking.
I'm gonna walk till I get close to it and then fly up.
So, with both of you kind of walking your way towards town there, as you're heading out, first TC1 seeing this, as you're heading out, there's a small kind of squad of what look like knights, some of them armed with those firearms on horseback, heading out of the city. And looks like they're heading towards the countryside there. Now, by the time you're leaving there, TC1, you're just seeing them as they're all starting to mount up and get ready. By the time that you're leaving Finvar, you're kind of leaving side by side with them. There are a couple of trots off ahead of you, but they're not rushing. They're moving at almost the same pace as you are. So as you're trying to get out of there, you said you're trying to make some distance and fly?
No, I wanted to go by foot to the ship.
The full way?
If it doesn't require me to fly to the ship, I wanna go by foot.
Okay,
And
so
they are heading out of the city, right? Into
They are
the
heading
direction
out of the city.
Aradiel?
They are heading out of the city. So, with that, flipping over to Jasper and Ira, as you all have been back at the airship here, taking some time and working on things, what were you doing kind of while they're gone? Definitely got a few, an hour or two there between when they left and now to kind of cover.
Well, for me, for Jasper, the last discussion we had was we were going to try to probably infiltrate a location in the city to make it out of the city to the wall. So I was just going to take a long rest so I could re-look at my arcane abilities and refocus them away from combat and a little more toward utility and infiltration. So I'm just taking a long rest.
Okay. Ira, anything that you wanted to spend that time doing?
I would have discussed that with Jasper and followed suit.
All right. So, now, as you all have been at the ship here, eventually, TC1 on his own comes flying back aboard the ship. Finvar, you've been walking this whole way. Now, at first, Pat, there, it's a pretty short walk. It's really about 20 minutes from the gates to the city. But at one point where the path forks off, one road leading up towards the trail, kind of going northwest there. The other curving back around the outskirts of town and heading towards where the ship is. The knights curve that same way. You're about 20 feet behind them as they're heading in that direction.
Okay.
Eventually,
so-
you figure out that they are seeming to be heading towards the ship.
Okay, so then I'm going to make a whistle behind them and cast Find Steed. And so I'm going to invoke the runaway. So he comes back to me and I'm going to hop on it, the mountain, and then I'm going to run a bit towards them. And at their level, I'm going to stay beside them and directly ask, hello, where are you heading? Do I help you?
We have no business with you, sir. Make way. And he keeps treading along there.
I'm going to step by his side again and say, well, it looks like we go to the same direction. Maybe we could talk a bit like
He
friends.
pulls the reins there and stops. The knights beside him draw the weapons. You stand in the way of the Jarl's business. Move way or be struck down where you ride, sir. Do not interfere with our duties.
Okay, sir. So sorry for interrupting you.
And he hits the horse. He goes passing off again as he does. The rest of them stow their weapons, follow back in line, continuing their way back towards the ship there. Now, eventually, any of you on the ship, TC1, you'd eventually see in the distance here, about 5 minutes out or so, a squad of these cavalry riding up. Finvar not far behind.
TC, when you got back to the ship, were you still in disguise?
It lasts an hour.
So yeah, that's still plenty of time. Yeah, that's still
Okay.
plenty of time.
Then yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because if you didn't
flying, you've
identify
only
yourself,
been
we're
about-
like,
Go ahead.
as you flew up, I'm sure we would have said, "Can we help you?"
What? Oh, sorry. I'll drop this guy. So.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Oh. Is Finvar back?
No, he's not. How did the scouting go?
Oopsie.
Oh.
So, I don't know where Finvar went. I think he went to scout inside. But also, I got the attention of all the guards. Of course, I didn't look like this. I look like one
Alright.
of them. But, yeah, they're on high alert right now.
Okay.
But there's a lot
Finvar
of
is
guards.
inside.
Not a great report card for your first mission with us, but
Well, they have guns.
Okay.
Finbar probably has more. I was too busy running away.
Okay. Well, fair enough. So you located the old temple at least?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there is one. So the divination spell did work, kind of. All right.
Yeah, it was a temple of Caleb.
Okay. Excellent. Well, I guess we'll wait to hear from Finbar, see if he found out anything else, and then we'll sit down and decide when to go in.
Yes, yeah, yes, indeed. Please end it. Yes.
Okay.
Well, eventually, with Finvar not far behind in tow there, this small cavalry arrives at the ship. Now, from where you're at, Finvar, you're pulling up. You can already see 4 of the men immediately hop off their horses and pull something large they have strapped onto the back there in this big leather bag. Each of them pulling one, carrying it, dragging them over towards the ship. The other one steps forward. Whoever is responsible for this ship, come out now. They keep moving. At this point, they're opening up the bags, spread out around the ship there, and lifting these things up and locking them onto the ship. The other end, they're already digging holes, starting to bury the bottom parts, anchoring it down.
Hold on. I'm outside already, okay? It's me. I'm also from the ship. Guys?
You are responsible for this ship?
Yeah, not me. All the groups, okay? Guys, could you come out? I think it's a taxpayer or something.
I'm gonna bang on the wood wall leading downstairs to the quarters and yell out for Captain Book and for Ira to ask them to come up. We have visitors.
Hopefully they're not after me, but I don't.
Oh, welcoming party.
Why exactly are you doing this? I mean, you are putting a sipo on our ship? Or what is this?
I am here under orders of the Jarl to gather your crew, and all should be brought before him. Until then, this ship may not move through his region, and we need any paperwork that you have. Submit or be dealt with.
Could you be more specific on the matters that the Jarl want to discuss with us?
'Tis not mine to know. He has given me his order, which is to give you his order. And that is that all aboard this ship are to report to the Capitol building post-haste by our escort.
The thing is, we have a mission from the king. The Jarl.
Yes, well, then bring that paperwork, and once that's just cleared up, I'm sure he will give you the proper leeway. It is not my place to argue it. You will submit, or I am ordered to
At that point, as soon as he gets to the order word, I'm going to stand on the carpet of flying, snap my fingers, cast minor illusion, and cast it a few times since it's not mobile. I'm in full plate, glowing shield, glowing staff, hover over the edge of the ship and hover over them to say, and come down, and the minor illusion is making my helmet glow. And I will say, we will submit to nothing. We are the representatives of Conger Redshield. We will come willingly and gladly to speak to the Jarl, as the Jarl is a vassal of Conger Redshield. However, we will submit to nothing. We will gladly follow you should you provide an honor escort for us into the city.
He looks up at you a little nervously. Can you give me an intimidation check there?
Which I am terrible at, so let's do it. I'm going to use a lucky just because I'm terrible.
Take advantage on it.
Yeah, still terrible. 9.
Did you get it? Did you take advantage?
I did.
Oh shit. He's looking a little unsure, a little bit there. A couple of the men have already started bringing out their weapons again. But whatever wording you would like to use, I will not argue it so long as my Jarl receives satisfaction, as is his wish. So, we are ready to move post-haste. And they spread out to either side to kind of open up a place. At this point, they've already started, the crew has already started gathering on the ship there. He's ordered the captain, those men need to come along as well.
As the party comes up, I whisper to them, boy, that always worked with the mayors back home. Don't know what I did wrong.
These are battle-hardened people, I'm sure.
I don't like this. We're ready for any.
I need to rest.
What?
I'll tell you later, not in front of them.
So
Could you? Oh, yes, sir. Sorry.
unless anybody
We'll
else has
proceed-
somewhere. Go ahead.
I was going to say, as we proceed, we'll act. Everyone, I'll whisper. Everyone act like they are our honor escort.
Prance, everybody, prance.
What does that mean? Act like we're important?
You have
Yep.
to push right.
Yeah.
Ira,
All right,
there's- up.
All you guys need is a blue genie to sing a song.
I float above. I float above everybody then.
All right. So with that, they are at this point, unless somebody else has somewhere else to throw in there, then they are ready to lead you all back into the city. Once they do, they have men sitting at either side. From at this point where you can look back at the ship itself, they have these things locked on their chains that are thin but look surprisingly strong. They seem to be holding very tight and buried at the very end of it. You can see they were burying these kind of cylindrical little box shaped things into the ground there and holding it from place. And then leading you all back in to the town, eventually getting to the Capitol building itself. This, again, towards the center of town. The structure, massive, a stone fortress rising high up, reinforced with additional wooden palisades on the outside going around the building. And take you in through the main gate. Guards everywhere. Though, you don't see as many with actual firearms here. Up top at the very reaches, the distance, some of these walls go up 40 feet. And they still have archers standing on guard there in most places. Everywhere else, pikemen stand about. Leads you through a long, twisting series of corridors between until eventually the main one there, who is the only one at this point accompanying you aside from the guards who just stand about as you move, stops at a large reinforced door. Opens it and leads the rest of you inside. Anywhere in there, anybody had anything they wanted to interject with? I want to make sure I didn't, bounce over anything.
I'm in silence, looking tough. I mean, I don't know if this is hostile or not. I didn't say anything to anyone. I'm silent.
Okay.
I did want to speak very briefly to Captain Book, James Book, and just reassure him. I'm sure he's seen squabbling between political parties before, but we will do our best to protect him.
Well, I do appreciate that, mate. If there's anything I know about these type of folks, is best to keep your head down. If I would give you any advice, it's to make sure that your friend there, Finvar, he likes to get a little mouthy sometimes. And I'll tell you one thing. I've been through this part of the world once or twice in my life, and, well, if we had to see the Jarl, he's not really the forgiving type, if you catch my drift. So perhaps we just want to make sure we keep everything as civil as possible. Yeah.
Of course. Thanks for the advice.
Absolutely. And he kind of ducks back. He's still, this whole time, he's managed to keep his hat while they slapped a lot of the other ones off their heads, but he's kind of tucking back in between as many of his people as he can, trying to keep his face covered. Anything else, anybody, before actually walking into this room?
I'm gonna drain my wand of magic missiles that I've made to give myself a spell slot. Because I need it. Right now.
All right. So, stepping forward into this chamber here, it's really very different than any of the other rooms you've been to so far. This one is really a narrow chamber, about 15 feet side to side, runs about 20 feet down, but ends there. The walls stretch up 20 feet high and it's caged over the top of it. At the very end, an overhang protrudes out the very end of it. A chair that's really less of a chair, more of a stone perch with a back and armrest to it. Hangs over, cage shimmering with magic protections, and hanging, sitting there in that particular chair, you all see a familiar face. Seen him once before, very briefly, but here, casting the shadows in this room, the rest of the area surrounding about that, it's almost a stadium of armed knights all carrying those new weapons. The door closes behind you all. Inside with you, everybody's pushed almost shoulder to shoulder in this space. There's only good 6-foot clearing where they're trying to keep people back. They don't want to be too close to the Jarl here, but that's where the rest of you are kind of pushed forward to deal with whatever the fuck is going on here tonight. The Jarl.
Is this set up more like an arena or more like an audience chamber?
More of an audience chamber, but very blocked in. And hold on. One second. Where's my button at?
I posted a note in chat for you.
I don't know.
How do you guys want to handle this? Above table discussion.
I mean, Fima is going to be very docile here. Don't worry about it. I just can't say that.
TC, are you disguised or are you in your natural form right now?
I was actually going to ask, but he was dialoguing. If I could just use that spell slot
That one spell slot. Oh,
that
no.
I got back. But
Hey, what do you think?
This bag.
Oh, I don't know.
I was gonna make
Well, I don't want
myself
to ask you to do anything uncomfortable, but
I'm just a little mentally lost. So I'm trying to listen to try and regain kind of where we were. So I don't want to walk us into a pit, if that makes sense.
Okay, well,
I'm sorry.
no, it's good. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I got a feeling above table. I have a feeling that no matter what we say, there will be trouble. So
A little bit of
we'll see what
conflict.
I mean, I think we are screwed. Whatever. It doesn't matter whatever we say. We are going to have troubles anyway. Because this Jarl is, I don't know how to say it without cursing. Basically, he.
Nice.
No way. No.
So, you are the ones sent by the king. Come, step forward. Do not hide your faces. Let me see you.
Do so.
TC's face is Thorn.
And which one speaks for you?
I'll step forward.
You, what do they call you? I have forgotten your names, I am ashamed to say.
I am Jasper of the Moonblades, one of equals.
I see no equals here. Now, I have seen your face before, which is only the reason I give you the right to stand before me. But when I last saw you, you were puppets to the wizard, yes. And how is it you have ascended your way to the side of the king, of whom I am the most closest of counsel, but I did not expect him to send you here. Explain yourselves.
We are all vassals of the king, and as you may well know, the airship parked outside your glorious city is still one of Aelor Varn's. But also,
Yes,
as you
but
know,
you fly the flag of the king, do you not? That is how my men
But-
spotted you as you circled around our city, landing in our countryside. Yet you did not come to show your respects. This I find to be most painful. Surely you know it is customary, and yet you make no effort. You simply come to my land to move about. It makes me quite suspicious of your true intentions. So, fine, tell me then. Why has the king sent you here? To do what exactly? What is your mission in my lands, which are so important you're too busy to make me aware of them?
hold the missive up at chest height. Obviously, it's rolled up. He can't. It's too far to read it. But I'll say we are here merely as observers, and we thought it best to not announce our presence until accepting by flags and escort of the of your guards until the morn, as we arrived quite late in the day. But we are just here as observers, knowing that the war with Calrathia is a pitched battle.
Pitched. Not pitched. It is, as it has been for far too long, stalemated, but those things will change soon. Perhaps, if you are here to observe. In Hendrik, there is no standing by. If you want to observe, you will do so from a helpful position, point of view, yes? So, if you will not make any real mandate clear, I see no reason to understand or trust why you would think such a thing. Perhaps you can be useful while here then. Yes? Is that something that your team can do?
Of
I
course,
mean,
we
let's not
are. Yeah. go
begin
ahead.
with the fact you have clearly sailed here with amongst the presence of pirates. Or is not that a particular Captain Book who stands beside you, hiding his face in there? You can guys see the captain back there, ducking back. Oh, I've spotted you already, my friend. We'll talk soon enough. But for the rest of you, can you be useful?
We will be as useful as the Conger directs us, and we will provide any support that we are able to you and your people and your forces, and also bring any messages and requests that you may have back to the council, as we are sure that your attention is.
Are you so arrogant to suggest
here.
that I need the likes of you to just deliver my words to the king? Is that what you
Not at all.
imply? I would hope not. If I need my words sent. Nonetheless. Fine. As he leans forward a little bit, his feet kind of hanging free on this little overhang in the little space down there, you can see right around his neck, kind of brooch he has clipping around his cloak. Hexagonal, with what looks like two horns coming off it from the center that catch very strongly in any light that reflect on it. And he looks really hard down over all of you. Give me, each of you, a wisdom save.
Hmm.
You have +2, everyone. Shit.
You said a +2, Finvar?
Yeah.
Okay, 15.
15.
I have just the thing for you. If you are going to be here, then perhaps you can help some of my people. You see, there is a village not too far from here. Aruga. Well, unfortunately, it has been overrun with Calrathians making their way across the borders. They have slain and pushed out the good people who live here. And now, I am sending forces to go and reclaim it. I'm sure there will be no difficulty in doing so, but being that you are such powerful adventurers, I can tell it. I would be most appreciative if you were to accompany them, ensure that no Calrathian leaves that town alive, yes? Such is my wish.
I'll turn my head to the companions, the rest of the Moonblades.
I'm looking directly at the yard, more like angered or angry.
Do we get some of your advanced weaponry to take with us to do this deed? As TC looks like Thorn.
Oh, you need no such things for now. If I'm to understand, you have made some rather great accomplishments without such things. They are clunky and they are still in progress. Do not worry about those. Now, speaking of which, since we are all friends now, yes,
Debatable, yes.
don't debate with me, little one.
No debate.
Whatever happened to your original mission? Surely you have not abandoned the important quest of gathering the artifacts. Or have you already completed your half of it? And that brings you to my little slice of the world.
We serve at the direction of the Conger and the Council, so any of our information we've already reported to the Council, which you should have access.
Make
have already
a
done.
wisdom save.
Sure. That would be 17.
So even as you start to speak the words there, you can see the brooch light kind of shimmer again, bright. No signs of reflection you can see, just in the darkness it glows. And before you can even get the words out, even the half-truth to it, you can't seem to say, you can't seem to make the lie, make the deception. You have trouble getting the words. Go ahead.
Have the symbol on the in any of our research, have we come across that symbol before?
The hexagon, not so far.
Okay.
Can we tell if it's like, so is it like, so look like it may be a curse or just some kind of arcane magic? Or could I make a roll to see if I can tell?
You can give me an insight check.
Shit. $14.
14. It's some kind of magical effect, but you're not entirely sure. Now, one thing you all do collectively know as the group is that the Conger told you that this man has an artifact.
So as I can't get out the evasive truth, I then will, since there's so many people watching, I'll just change to be blunt and say, we did indeed find what we were told to find, and we found we completed our missions, and gave all that information to Aelor Varn.
So be it then. Well, I currently have no other use for you, so suppose that you four may leave. There is work for you to do, I'm sure. But I will give you one piece of advice here. Understand that this is my region. The king I have of the utmost respect for, but this is my home. This is the place where I am all but king. So, do not think you will move against me here in any way, and I will not know about it. Yes. And your ship, I don't like it flying so freely about my space, so for the time being, it will stay put. As will your crew here, to make sure that no sneaky business about. You may go.
Give a half bow and say, we appreciate your accommodations and your grace. Thank you, Jarl.
And as you all turn to leave and step out of there, you kind of push the rest of the crew aside, letting you all squeeze through before, after you four get out, closing the door. You can hear beyond it what sounds like scraping stone before they lead you back out of the Capitol building here. Trying to see if I lost any facial hair there.
My blood is boiling. I'm beyond angered.
All right.
It's good that all this trouble that I did helped me calm down my emotions, because if I didn't, maybe I just jump on him the moment he say kill the Galrathians, but
Just outside the building, I'll stop. Are the guards still with us just outside the building, or did they leave us at the entrance?
So, the guards who escorted you all there, they have split off to their other assignments. The only thing you have from here as they release you back out into the front section is the location of at the outside gate there of where you're going to meet the squad that's going to accompany you to the actual
Now
to
or
the actual
tomorrow?
location.
Since it's evening.
They'll be ready in the morning.
Okay. As the door closes behind us, I'd like to snap my fingers again and cast Arcane Eye.
Okay. As you cast it,
Good.
and it appears in there, as it looks around, looking back towards where he was sitting, this little overhang with the perch on it. It can't see beyond the borders of the outer defenses there. Seems to be
That's
a little
exactly-
blind spot.
Yeah, that's exactly what I expected. He's obviously got some defenses, but
And
everyone
from
around him.
the actual inside of where you guys were just standing, just as after you had walked out and the little magical eye appears in there, you can see the ground. Something gets pulled and he starts. The ground starts lowering, bringing the crew. They're looking around confused as That whole section continues to lower all the way down until it hits very far down there. It's dark, but then you can see what look like torch lights flicker in there as people start gathering them and pulling them from where they were standing into some different rooms. Would sound like cells slamming down there before the floor rises back up.
Before the floor goes up, since the eye is invisible, invulnerable, and can hover and has dark vision, and I can move it up to 30 feet per round in any direction. I do want it to kind of follow down and make sure that our crew is at least, I guess you said they're put in cells.
Yeah, so following them down there, when it goes down to the bottom, there's 2 openings. Each way goes a ways down there, and it seems to be just a long, massive circle of just cells going all the way around. They're one by one tossed into those cells.
Okay, I'll just have the eye wander around down there for a while as we walk away. And I just kind of mentally get a mental map of the prison in case we need to infiltrate or break out. That way it'll be our little scout.
All right. With that, you guys are back out into
Well,
the
that
city.
didn't go very well, did it?
Kind of want to kill him now.
I do also. I mean,
Not opposed, but we probably shouldn't just yet.
Yeah, you're right. But if Thorn were here, yeah, it could have been no.
Did anyone get a good look at the forces that he had arrayed around him? Number, quality of weaponry, and then also, were they his, loyal, devoted troops, or were they ruled by fear? Because that will help us determine what will happen if the Jarl meets an untimely demise.
Well, I think it's half and half. The ones with the terrible firearms, probably more loyal. The ones that don't, probably not so much.
He's willing to give those powerful weapons to those he already trusts and knows.
That or
what
have
is right.
manipulated
That too.
almost a cult following.
I don't know, Jasper, if you noticed, but when he said something about the artifacts, he said that we had half of them. Does that imply that there are 6? And then his amulet, did you saw it? It was an extra
saw
one,
it.
right?
Unless the other party's only got 2. He has the 3rd one, and then we have the other 3.
Do we know if these magic artifacts are curses or if they're arcane magic or if they're just naturally magical?
If I take a look at the 2 rings I have on my hand, would I be able to make any sort of arcana check or anything to determine that kind of nature, or?
Not necessarily.
No, okay.
I was just going to say the identify spell might not
Yeah.
have worked if it weren't some sort of arcanely powered, at least.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah. It definitely is all tied into the weave and stuff like that. It is magic. These are just infused in a. The confusing part is how
I think Dorian
How they're
is
tied through
trying
it.
to say the source of the magic.
Thorn's here again?
Natural. Well, the
He does, he does look like Thorn.
face, okay, it looks
Oh yeah,
like
he
Thorn.
does. He does look like Thorn right now.
The source of the magic, if it's natural, artificial.
basically, if
I
it
don't
can be dispelled or not.
know. I don't think so.
What do you think?
I mean, we didn't try it. Maybe it screw up the artifact.
The only way that we know to dispel it just temporarily is a zone of anti-magic similar to the one we encountered in the well as we were going down into that cavern in Glenfirth, where Torin unfortunately fell while he was flying, and all magic disappeared. But that was only temporary.
I mean, maybe we can, but I didn't notice because of that. I thought maybe the other party has the other two, and then it's easy. We track them, we make good use of them, and we retrieve the artifacts.
Well, if Ira is right, or if or is it, you said there were 6 Finbar, or was Ira's at 6?
Finbar
I said,
suggests
Finbar
six.
said you might, if there are 6. If the one around his neck is 1, who has the other 2?
I mean, I'm guessing the other guys in the other party.
But where are they?
Well, that might not be an issue for us if what I'm putting the pieces together, Finvar. I think you're from the start. You've been saying that you do not want anyone to gain control of the Soulforged army, and these things are all of these things. How many there are? 4, 5, 6. They're all needed to form a key to unlock the Soulforged army. If those keys are dispersed, like Jegram Finestamp had them dispersed, then they can't be used as that key. But if we have half, and this other party that belongs to Jarl Thorson, if they have the other half, then neither one of us can access the Soulforged armor. Where I'm going with this is, based on what you've said before, isn't this a good spot for us to be in, where no one can get the Soulforged army?
Is it really, Jesper? We are on the verge of diplomatic disaster with the Jarl. Basically, he's commanding us to go into a mission that we don't want to do, because I don't want to do it. Honestly, I'm not going to move a finger to help this Jarl, and neither in any of the actions that he said. Basically, he's trying to kill Calrathians like they weren't people. And,
Well,
If
be that as, go ahead.
and about
see.
the artifacts, the thing
Yeah.
is that if we have 3 and they have 3, it's okay. But they
Okay.
know that we have it. This no coming back from this. They are going to search for it. They want to gather the information and to control the Warforged.
But weren't we told the 3 that we have are the ones for the Soulforge? That there were other artifacts that aren't necessarily related to the Soulforge.
I mean, maybe they are not related at all, but
But I mean, anyways, yeah, we can always ask Finestamp, and he holds his finger out
We
with
can.
the ring.
what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say is that whatever they are, I don't know the exact number, it's better that they are in our possession than in our, not the enemies, but these people.
Opposition.
Yeah.
I may be new to this world, but the way things look with politics here, if the Calrathians are done for, and he is at this strength level, and almost at this kind of side of Aradiel, what's stopping him once he's done with Calrathia from taking the rest of it?
Well, that's why we're here.
He will never be satisfied.
It doesn't seem like he really cares.
Never be
He's going to use
satisfied.
everybody. He can.
Side note, as we're walking, gentlemen, are we going to stay the night on the airship, or are we going to find an inn in town? Because we could be
mean-
walking that way and talking.
I will. I don't know if you guys share the feeling with me, but I'm not feeling quite comfortable in this city. So, if you would prefer, we could lay low and don't make unintentional appearances anywhere. And if we are in the ship, they know where we are. So, might as
Old
well.
school camping outside would be
Yeah.
most discreet.
That's
Or
right.
in an inn, in the city, but more discreet.
He did make the bold proclamation that we couldn't do anything in the city without him knowing.
We've already
So,
done something that he doesn't know about.
Yeah. Let's go to the airship. Let's stay the night in the airship because all our stuff is there anyway. So,
Oh yeah.
gather what we need. Make us
Finvar,
up.
one other question though, as we're walking, you said you don't want to lift a finger to help the Jarl, but the problem is his people. Now, we shouldn't take responsibility for his people, but if Calrathians overran the village, it's mothers and fathers and children in the village who are at danger.
And that's why I was trying to say I'm not going to help them. I'm going to stop them. And if you want to come with me, so be it. But if not, I'm going alone. I don't care about anything else about this. I don't care that they are Calrathians or they are from anyone's home. I don't care about it. They don't deserve to be slaughtered like pigs.
Or we should. What if we get there and they're not being slaughtered and being treated very well by the Calrathians? Then what?
Then we'd have to make that decision, but we're so far behind in the front lines of Calrathia. I'm hard pressed to believe that there wouldn't be some sort of raiding going on. Calrathians don't have the logistical lines all the way up to these villages past the wall to support themselves. So the Calrathian soldiers, in my mind, are going to have to live somehow, and they do that by raiding.
But what if, Jasper? What
Sure.
if you have studied something for all your life and you find that it was wrong the whole time? Or not wrong, but they have told you in a wrong kind of way. Has it ever happened to you?
Yes. In the fact that 9 months ago, I was holding a spear standing at a doorway of a library, thinking that this was all that life was. There's no greater power than the mayor of the town. And here I am standing with you, having fought creatures out of nightmare. So everything I knew 9 months ago is wrong.
So that's the thing we are going to do. We are going to find out ourselves, and then we'll do. Sounds good?
Ira, what do you think?
There's too much going on in this world.
Yeah,
I,
but is our
we got to try and find a peaceful way to settle this with the Calrathians that are taking up settlement, though. I'm with Finvar that I don't want to help the Jarl, but there must be a peaceful way of settling what was asked of us in that regard, so that we can spare the Calrathians as well as the folks.
I think we go there with honorable intentions. I think we do protect or try to protect as much as we can the village of Orugar. Not Arugula.
Arugula.
Just keep in mind, folks, that this would be the perfect opportunity for the envoys and observers here on behalf of Conger Red Shield to take it upon themselves to try to defeat some Calrathians single-handedly and thus be lost in battle. Spoken plainly, those guns that shoot the Calrathians can just as easily shoot us in the back.
They're pretty inaccurate. I've already had a few of them shoot at me.
Oh,
Huh?
all right. You're gonna have to share that story tonight.
Yes, please.
Like I said, there's some things that did happen that I don't think he was aware of.
TC1,
Mhm.
you know any weaknesses? I mean, you mentioned something about the rain, but any major thing we could exploit to make them weaker?
They're rudimentary and accurate. Of course, when gunpowder gets wet, they don't work. Are these when? I guess when I was running and saw them shoot, when they were reloading, did it seem like it took them a second to reload to take another shot, or was it pretty back to back?
They're ready to fire pretty back to back, and you can see that when they fire one shot off, they seem to just kind of slide, and another round is ready. So they would be limited, probably have to reload at some point in time, but it's not as if fire reload fire. You know,
Okay.
they're not. They're a little bit better than muskets, but
They're again. I mean, they work, but they also are
they
metal,
work all right. I'm gonna catch
and
you in the
metal
ass
can be
eventually.
heated.
We could, I mean, if anything about the weapons work, we could track the party that goes to the town and try to ambush them before they go, and then we find the thing that, I mean, we resolve the problem in the town ourselves without the need of the help of them.
I think we'll go to the town. We'll handle whatever's going on there, and either while we're in the town or while we're leaving the town, we're gonna be ambushed.
That sounds
And we'll take care of it then. I don't think we should. I don't think we should take preemptive action.
And when
Yeah.
we get ambushed, all hell will be broke loose. Because now we have a reason.
Correct.
and we have the right, the law of protect ourselves, right? I mean, I hate the law.
Well, let's get some rest. Let's get on
Yeah.
the road.
One
All right, and so you guys are heading back to. Are you guys going into the city and trying to find somewhere to stay there? Or you're heading back to the ship.
Our quarters at the airship, where all our stuff is.
And so, making your way back to the ship, and it's not that far, just on the outskirts. As you get in, see it is still anchored down from those four, thin but powerful chains dug down into the ground. And stepping in to the lower decks and going and checking the room, because this whole place has been tossed. Things have been gone through, all the
Of course.
drawers left half open, and all the books and everything torn off the shelf. In fact, it looks as though each of your beds, someone's ran a blade through and cut open the stitchings in your in what passes for mattresses. Those of you hanging in the hammocks, they've cut straight through the hammock down the center of them.
I mean, you can fight me or anything, but destroying my bed? Excuse me? This is arson. This is treason. I'm going to lay down in the bed broken, or, I mean, with the feathers around, and try to sleep.
It's hanging down the center, so half of it's looping through your knees, the other half right under your arms there, just hanging back and forth.
I'm going to spend an hour casting mending all of first of with our quarters and for the rest of the ship as much as I can.
I would go around and help Jasper with that.
I will go around you the same.
Hey.
Oh. I imagine
And then
there's like a little
recommend-
auto stitcher in your palm there, little
Just like there's
Yeah.
like
sewing machine.
a screwdriver pops up.
Yeah. All right, so spending some time getting things kind of straightened up, cleared up, and everything. You guys get all that. Looking back the way it was, some of the things there, you do notice, looks like a few books, few really random nothings. You're not even really sure what some of it might have been. Random socks. Things are just missing, out of place a little bit, but otherwise you repair all the damage you find. And
TC1 will sleep in the hallway, like in the shutdown mode, and keeping an eye on the entrance to the rooms, just as he's in this stasis mode.
TC, did Thorn leave a magical cube with you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
In that case, I will do a short rest for an hour. Use the arcane ability to change one of my spells to get Mordenkainen's. What the hell is that spell? You know what it is, Thorn.
Private Sanctum.
Private Sanctum. That's what I was thinking. Not Magnificent Sanctum. That's 7th level. Private Sanctum, and cast that around the ship. So we have an 8-hour, 24-hour.
I don't have it on.
I'll just pull it up. So at least for our rest, we have a big gray shield against prying eyes and divination spells.
All right.
I got one.
All
more
right, so
thing.
everyone's settling in and finding somewhere to rest for the evening back on the ship before heading out in the morning, seeing what we do from there. So with that, that's where we'll go ahead and take a quick break and then come back and see what they get into. And if I can get my head nice and settled for it beforehand, when we come back from break, we'll do our hot take for the week. But other than that, BRB, everybody. All right, everybody. As promised, we are coming back in with the end. Of course, as also mentioned, as we're kicking back into the second half here, make sure that you are following so you don't miss any of the future episodes. We always have a lot of fun around here. And make sure you go over and check me out. You know, TikTok, Instagram, all that other stuff. TikTok is where I post hot takes, memes, and tips for D&D. Over on Instagram, it's just more my personal stuff. And you can always go over on YouTube and follow there, and that has the full backlog of the entire campaign up to this point here. Now, we're going to go ahead and do now is, since we're coming back in for the second half, we're going to go ahead and do our hot take for the evening. And this one is right on theme. Of course it is. May the 4th be with you. It is Jedi Day. So here is today's, or this week's, hot tip, or hot take. And that is... This week's hot take is sci-fi absolutely belongs in your D&D games. Listen, I get it. And maybe you don't even call it sci-fi. Think of it more like science fantasy, but there is a place for it. These mind flares, all these other things that are in there, the psychic abilities, the Gith Yankees, and all these things that people are much more familiar with now, thanks to Baldur's Gate. Those have always been a part of it. There are so many things that are so alien. Beholder is literally the most well-known monster of D&D, the one that is absolutely from its origination is within the very roots of D&D. The Beholder is, by any description, an alien monster itself, an otherworldly entity. You know, our warlocks praying to older entities, the old ones and all this and that. It is absolutely foundational in there. It is in the veins. So nothing wrong with using it. I love it myself, and I've even had an earlier tip today that I put out there, which was let your players have lightsabers if they want them, not literal ones. You know, just like turning a rapier into just a laser weapon. It just has, you know, it just retracts and it comes back out and it glows. That's it. You don't even have to make anything extra special about it. You don't have to give them the fucking sunblade. I did, but that was a personal choice. You don't have to do that. You can reflavor things and just have it in there, bring a little bit of that in there and just reflavor it. My point being is that it absolutely has a place within D&D. It is core, it is central, it is so old school to it. It's not a new thing. So 100%, if you want to mix things up, if you want to have a session or even a whole campaign, anything that is so outside of like what your initial thoughts would be for D&D, because we all think Dungeons and Dragons. Okay, let's play. Let's get some Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe you're doing giants. Maybe you're doing devils, right? All these things that are very kind of like just not so much cliche, just generic to what the initial expectation is. But then you have, oh, wait, what's happening? We're in the fucking far realm and way the hell off somewhere, and there's otherworldly entities and, how you say it, spaceships, all that. You know, I wouldn't go the full sci-fi route. We're not going to over-explain things with science and all this. We're not going to try to tell you why it's like this, how this works, how that works. Keep it in that science fantasy realm where it's really just amazing things. Really, it's just a matter of making things that are beyond, like, beyond explanation. You know, don't try to over-explain stuff. Make it otherworldly, and that's really what it is. Just otherworldly shit going down. Now let's bring in the rest of the group here. What do y'all think? I know some people don't like it. I get it, right? If you don't like it, and there's never any animosity. I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong, Mom. Just say it. I think if your thought is that they just don't go together, that's where you're incorrect. Is that they absolutely can mesh perfectly for me. What do y'all think?
Yeah, don't yuck someone's yum. If every table's different, so if you don't like it for yours, you want gritty realism, yeah, that's great. But don't yuck somebody else's fun.
I have to say that I love my Sunblade. I think it's cool.
See?
And it's also a magical application of something that exists in a magical world, right? Like fantasy.
I love my laser blasters that can shoot lightning, acid, fire.
What?
So as you can see, I've allowed them to go as crazy, outward, futuristic, and everything like that. But it all stays, you know, kind of grounded. Like, this is really just flavoring stuff, you know. It all kind of is what it is. Like, it's all grounded in the world that we're making. And it's just not making limitations on stuff, you know. Let's be as weird and everything like that. Because the weirder you guys get, the weirder I get to get. And that's my sweet zone.
That's your forte.
That's where I operate. Let's get weird with it. All right. Anybody else? Any thoughts? Don't sound like it. So, rolling onwards. So with that, now, you have mentioned, Jasper, that you wanted to kind of map out the area that you had used the magic to kind of see. Now, again, from where that one point goes down, that chamber where it lowered to, there are kind of two paths that go off on either side, and then from there makes a perfect circle around. Another path goes off a little bit as far as you were able to see here before the spell dissipated, and opens up in a different direction. That's as far as you got, though. It looks like it goes down and then it starts splitting off again, but couldn't quite see. So kind of what you end up with by the time you are done is something like that.
Like a giant Pokeball. Okay.
Kind of with a little stem on it. A Pokeball sucker.
That was good. I was just keeping in mind, if we ever need it, I don't think we will, and I'm hoping we don't, but just for the future, generally where our crew was being held, like where along that ring or those spines, and then that one place that looked like it's probably an exit, and then any major features that might trip us up should we need to invade. But that's probably all I could get in the hour that the spell lasts. So keep that mentally for the future. That's all.
All right.
Thank you.
And then with that, eventually you guys settle down inside of the ship for the night, waking the next day. No crew, and it's oddly quiet. You guys can very much hear, when you're used to hearing people moving all through the day and night, coming down the hallway, heading up on the ship, going across the deck there, and just making sure everything's working properly. The very constant shouts of the captain giving out his orders. But now it's quiet. You can hear in the other room Finvar swinging in his ripped hammock there. The beams every step creaks. The wind just kind of seems to roll straight through it, nothing stopping its path through the hallway. The silence is deafening. And with that, what do y'all intend to do? what's your plan going here? They are going to be waiting for you near the front gates. The squad of yours to escort you towards this place here. Unless you guys are taking some kind of different route. Don't know what y'all are up to. I never know. It's
We don't
normally
even know
some
where the
bullshit,
village is, so yeah, we should
We probably should
meet our
follow
escorts.
them this time.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have a map. Look,
I'm sure I can find the way, but since they can direct us, why waste the arcane power?
but weren't we going to go first and then ambush them or protect the Calabrathians? Or
No, I think we talked about not ambushing the Hadringed soldiers until it became clear that they were going to ambush us.
I mean, I have a fear that we go there and they come with us and then they don't have the same morals as us, so they will fire at will to the Calabrathians and that's it. It's the end of our mission to try to see things as clear. You get me?
No. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I know I sound stupid sometimes, but basically they are coming with us. So, but they think that we are coming with them to murder or to kill the Calabrathians, right?
Right.
So if we go there and we don't help them do that, they are going to. I mean, at least they are going to kill Calabrathians without or with our consent, and
That's what we assume, yes.
we should try to avoid that and make us the decision of saving them or.
So you want to save the Calrathians?
As oddly that sounds, yeah, I do.
These same Calrathians that have ravaged the countryside and likely killed some innocents in the population.
I mean, I'm not saying that I want to save them directly. I just want to see if they are really here for ravaging or raiding, rather than surviving.
You bring up a really good point. We do need to make sure that they are indeed Calrathians. We need to make sure that they are and not, bandits in uniforms. We do need to make sure that the villagers are indeed threatened. So you're right. There's a lot we don't know, and we won't know till we get there. But I do think that we do need to put on a good face, at least for the crew of Aelor Varn's ship, Captain Book and his crew, who are essentially hostages. I think we need to at least give these Hadring guards, soldiers, the right of way at the start. And if they turn on us, then we can just crush them under our boots.
I just don't want to have more. I don't know, more unnecessary blood on my hands for the Calrathian
Agreed.
campaign.
I think we just lack information. Like you said last night, we need more information.
Okay. Okay, so then we follow them and we stay vigilant.
It's a big change for you, Finvar.
Thank you. I mean, it really doesn't notice the change from my point of view, but but yeah, I notice something different in me.
All right.
So, you guys are making your way over towards the gate there to meet up. It'll take you long to reach there. Now, they have horses here for you as you make your way over. There's about 10 soldiers, all of them carrying sabers on their side and those large guns strapped onto their other hip there, kind of hanging loosely there. Very heavy though, very clunky. right off to the side of their horses, and banners strapped to their backs there to display as they march. Horses that they have prepared for you, anyone who's taken those. But they fall in line behind you, not taking at least as aggressive as you've experienced so far, but they seem to be, at least at this point, under your all's jurisdiction. So, your all's command.
I'm sorry, how many again?
10 of them.
10. Well, lead on, but send out the scouts to make sure that we're not ambushed by these Calrathians.
Aye. Should all be pretty well scouted ahead. The roads between here and there should be just fine as far as we know. They're all forces
As you
already
say.
there, set up and waiting for us. They've cleared the
As
area.
you say,
We should
but
meet,
they...
as
sorry.
you want to say. And he turns. No, you're fine. He takes your hint and he stops arguing. He nods his head, as you say, sir. And he turns, raises his staff to one, and nudges him ahead. He goes riding off as quickly as he can, getting some distance off ahead of you all. We've arranged some mares for you, if you don't have your own.
I think we should take them, gents. You okay with that?
Yeah.
I can just ride with somebody.
Do you want to see? Do you want to come with me?
TC1.
Dang it! It's so hard for me. Okay, T1C. Fuck! I'm going to grab it and put it into my horse.
Error.
Yeah.
Come with me.
And look,
Good. Rank and name of the leader, by the way.
oh, it's Sergeant Charleston, sir.
Sergeant. Thank you. We'll take you up on that.
Aye. And he falls back, gets them all in line as you all are mounting your horses. Pull up ready. 2 marching off ahead with him in the center. The rest of them trailing behind you all, kind of covering you from both sides. Now, the journey there takes a couple of days, but it's pretty manageable path. While it is a decent distance, it's a lot of flatlands there, a lot of rocky terrain, and not too much as far as difficulty crossing this very dried out rocky area. And eventually, as you all reach the outskirts of it, you can see the village itself was built halfway sloping down to this riverbank. Not far beyond that, you can see the raging waters between the two places on the opposite side. Just a little bit further from where that's ever been pushed before is the Calrathian border. Here, staying at the high sides of the hill, more groups of about 40 other soldiers, all on horseback, another 20 setting up what looked like almost cannons, but a bit bigger, all aimed towards the village down below. They have a number of trees, things, just a lot of foliage gathered up, kind of blocking the angle from where you can see down towards the village. So looking at it from there, it would almost look like just foliage right out on the hilltop. And as they gather up there, he stops and turns to you. We've reached our destination, sir, so we'll be following your orders as the move to attack begins.
Do you have a command tent set up or for some battle maps?
Oh, yes, they should be set up over there. And he nudges over a little bit higher where the hill slopes back up and cuts over the little horizon there. There is a larger tent that's set up. You can see horses being pulled through there and such.
All of you, I think we should look over the maps. I think with your knowledge Ira with your knowledge of the land, and TC with your logic, and Finvar with your martial prowess. We need to come up with a quick plan of action here before we move in.
All right, we'll go and stand in our position, sir. When you're ready, the lieutenant will want to speak with you, I'm sure. So don't keep him waiting. He's kind of a
Well,
trigger-happy fellow.
I was going to actually ask the lieutenant to be part of those discussions because he'll be leading as well.
All right. As you see fit. And he goes,
Thank you.
sits over. He leads what are at this point your men over to their area, breaking off and lining up and dropping into formation there. Before kind of settling in, they've dropped their gear where it is, but they're kind of moving away from where some of the tents are set up to get water and such. They've all staked their horses into their little plots. And back over towards the tent, stepping inside, there's tables set up with the little village kind of laid out in clay, half carved into it, sloppy but good representation of what's down there. And sitting behind the desk, kind of looking over at another of the other sergeants, kind of babbling a bit around ideas of what to do to move in. And him kind of just sitting there twiddling his fingers and listening to it, kind of only halfway paying attention before he notices you all walking in. So, quiet, men. We have guests, it seems, here. You, gentlemen, are you the ones that I got word of are to be joining us on this defensive expedition?
We're here to assist. How long has the village been occupied?
Oh, well, as fast as we can tell, it seems that they've been pushed this way or the other for about the last 2 months or so. Not even sure how this infection took root. Seems it just pops up here more and more. After eventually some of those who managed to get out of here and were pushed out made it to the city. We got the right reports and here we are. Now, these fools are babbling about, I don't have time for such nonsense. I'd like to get this job done with, cleaned up, and make my way back home, where it's much more comfortable than out here in this godforsaken hillside. So, come tomorrow, we're going to open fire first thing in the morning. We'll do what we can to clear out the big spaces, and then you and all the other men are gonna make your way through and clean up the rest. Bing, boom. It's all very easy and we're all done. Sound good to you? I should hope so.
You know how big the forces of the Galrathians are in the city or the town?
Well, according to the intel that's been given to me, every one of our people has been pushed out of the town. They all retreated when, of course, the Calrathian forces started accumulating and they became very scared. It's not used to dealing with these kind of problems. Not many make it past Veg, but these ones managed to. So, anybody left in the town is considered an enemy of the region and of the kingdom of Eldara. So, as I said, first thing in the morning, well, it's getting a little late now, so I've had a nice heavy meal before the end of the day. Let's say tomorrow noon, we'll start firing off. And then you and the rest of the men will make a clean sweep so we can get some of, some good Eldarians back in here. How's that sound to you?
Any non-combatants on the field? Villagers?
All present in town are considered dangerous. No non-combatants. Are we clear?
And I'm assuming your battle plan allows a route of escape for the Calrathian soldiers to withdraw or retreat.
Oh, of course. You see, just beyond the town, we have a nice, beautiful stream there, the river, where they can hop in and swim right across. And if they happen to do so before we make it there at noon tomorrow, why, that's the gods saving them as far as I'm concerned. If they don't happen to decide to go for a swim tomorrow in the afternoon, then, well, any who happen to be present on Eldara territory will be dealt with accordingly.
DM above table, would you mind pointing out on the map roughly where we are? Are we close to the wall?
We are... There we go.
Okay. South of the wall.
Let's see if we can show everybody where we at. And there we go.
Anybody have any other questions?
You said tomorrow noon.
Yes, noon.
What if
And then-
if they are no Carwathians in the town by then?
Everybody within the current limits of the town are Calrathians. Of
Or
course,
you only want them to leave?
it's a town full of Calrathians. So, obviously, any Eldarians who were left in there, they've all retreated and made their way back to the cities. Or some of those made it up to the wall. All that remains in the town are Calrathians. Are we clear?
I think I don't understand you well then. Or maybe I'm dumb as hell, but no, I don't.
All
I
you
don't
need to know, come tomorrow, when you hear the big sounds go boom, they'll go boom. You'll hear a lot of boom, boom, boom. Okay? Do you know boom? When you hear the booms, wait
Oh, yeah,
until
I know
there's
them well.
wait until there's less booming, and then you're gonna go down there. And if they don't wear armor, or if they're not a face you recognize, then they are to be dealt with swiftly and without prejudice. As long as you can do that, well, then I don't need you to understand why. Now, this one, is he always like this?
Yeah, if you don't want to talk to me, yeah, I'm always like this, okay?
Lieutenant will trust your men, will know what to do, and treat each person as they need to be treated within the village.
Oh, yes. Exactly how they need to be treated. They know their assignments. They know how to follow orders. Sometimes in time of war, gentlemen, we have to make hard choices. I just hope that when the time comes, you gentlemen make the right choice.
Lieutenant, we do need to apprise you of the situation as we were sent here directly by Jarl Thorson. You, Lieutenant, have a captain who has a colonel, who has a general above you. Everything that we see, hear, and observe over the next 48 hours, we will report directly to the Jarl.
Oh, I love to hear it. We can match reports when the
Fair
time comes, yes? As long as you all do your jobs. Dismissed, that's enough.
No, not quite. Do you have lodging for us?
Oh, ooh la la, lodging for you. Well, I suppose you can bunk with any of your soldiers out there if you didn't bring your own camping supplies. Or if you're brave enough, make your way down into the town. I'm sure that'll go great for you. That was a joke. Don't do that, okay? It's the Calrathians, stabby, stabby. Don't do it, okay? Especially
Any
this
of
one.
those- Any of those spare firearms laying around that we could use?
What the hell is this thing? Oh, he walks over the some kind of hard plushie? What is it?
Oh,
Aren't you
didn't
the
expect you to
cutest
know
little
anybody
thing?
else other than a Calrathian, so I can't blame you here. So, my
Oh.
question again, sir: do you have any of those firearms that we can use? You know, because they go stabby stabby. We want to go pewy pewy.
Unfortunately not. We don't get spares. Every individual is assigned his specific weapon when he earns the thing. And that's the
So we can take them when we earn them.
take them. I wouldn't recommend against that because you might take one, but there's about 50 more of them outside if you want to try to take them all.
Don't mind if I do.
We will.
You're a very confrontational bunch. Listen, are you here to do your job or are you here to yipper yapper?
We're done here. Thank you. We'll find our own lodging.
Please end it.
Oh, what did that motherfucker just say to me as you all are walking out of the gate?
I
Or walking out
will
of
end
the
this
tent.
one myself.
All right.
As I walk away, I'm like whispering, "I'm gonna take every one of these guns away."
Okay, Jasper, Ira,
Yep.
and of course TC1. I think I'm going to head out to the village and find out for myself.
I was actually just going to say the same trick I pulled last night with sending an arcane eye down into the prisons. I can do the same thing around town and get a layout
Oh,
without us having to risk ourselves.
So,
I mean,
sending the eye. You're sending an arcane eye down there to look?
Before that, though, I just want to get us settled. One, two, I want to ask, how big is the village?
The village itself
Eh.
is not very big. It's probably
Okay.
maybe about a quarter-mile stretch that you can see down from the hilltop as you're looking down. About a quarter mile wide, but lots of decent amount of space between a lot of the houses down there. A couple of the what look like little shops. It doesn't look like it's any more than a very small kind of port town, somewhere that people
Okay.
might stop by as they're heading down the river there, but no real additional commerce around here. The ground all around being very rocky and not much soil
Okay.
to grow from.
Just to keep it simple, I will send out the arcane eye, and when we get to that point, I'll be looking for how the Calrathians are being supplied, if there's any sort of like portals in town, or if they're just walking in across the river. Number two, any villagers, and then three, if there's anything unusual that we're going to encounter, like are there crazy creatures running around, or is there anything that we need to be aware of before that would surprise us before we go into the center of town. So that's it.
So, searching around the town, floating by, a lot of the houses you see, peeking in through the windows, is the only real signs of any real population. Every now and then, you might see someone running through the street, but a lot of them, their doors are barricaded. And you can see them as they're peeking through windows, as they're hiding off inside and different behind furniture and stuff. Looks like the whole town is in kind of a panic. Moving around, you see the layout here. You don't see any signs of creatures or soldiers, for that matter. The town is full of what look like farmers, women, children. Some of them, as you're floating about, you don't get any sound, so what's speaking you're seeing, you don't really catch any of it, but
Right.
the look of them, just what you can tell, you get the feeling they're not all Calrathian either. There are definitely what looks to be a lot of Eldarians, judging by just overall features and the way they dress as well.
Any uniforms?
No signs of soldiers that you can find. There is one building, looks to be a large barn house that's chained shut. Don't see any way as you try to peek in there. It's too dark inside to get any clear view of anything in there. A lot of clutter and stuff, but other than that, you see nothing out of the ordinary.
I'll report all that verbatim to the team here. Around our
Thank you,
campfire.
Rachel. We got here. So, as all that's going on, you guys are leaving the tent there. TC1.
Pick
Set
it up.
down the clink of your foot. Hits.
And I bite the coin too.
No hesitation.
No second thoughts.
Is this going to be the elemental plane of fire this time?
Pick it up. It is just a coin. But your
No,
body's
2 in a
still
row.
kind of aching a little bit.
I have 1 copper richer.
So basically, Jasper, you confirm that the things that I said before, they are not soldiers. They are villagers. Or I mean,
We're not all Carathian. by
as
the
if
time
they are
either.
Carpathians, they don't want any harm. They are not defending the village. This is not a siege. This is a massacre. Literally. They're going to level the city, the town, and that's it.
So what I said earlier actually is true. Calrathians are here, and they're not butchering, slaughtering the people they're living with them. So,
I mean, I trust your eye, Jasper, but I want to talk to them. I want to.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Jasper, why don't you ask the king what we should do?
Fair.
That's your idea, really?
The
the
Jarl is
king-
sending us to massacre Eldarans
He
on
doesn't
false
care.
orders.
He doesn't care about any Eldarans or
The king does.
no. I assure you, TC one that he does not at all. And you know, all my all the things I said turned out to be true. Okay, so trust me on this one. I don't have a good feeling about him, and he is not a right guy.
Are we talking about the same person?
Yeah, you're talking about the king.
Mm-hmm. The one that sent us here.
Oh, that's a really nice idea. Sorry, TC1. I'm really stupid.
I don't think that we are here now. He is miles and miles away. So the action for us to potentially save any of these villagers tonight, maybe warn them so they can get out of town before the cannons start firing, falls to us. But TC, I think your idea is great. And tonight I will definitely send the king a magical message.
This is the evidence we were looking for, wasn't it? Sorta. A little bit.
It's not hard proof.
not hard
It's
proof,
proof, but it's not hard proof.
It proves something.
And I think we have, like you said, a few options. We go warn them, or we could join them.
In opposition to all of these soldiers here.
I mean, what could a few spare fireballs could do?
We do have a few options.
We also have, you said cannon fire, which I know my way around a machine. Could just sabotage
Cannons would
the
be guarded,
cannons.
but that is definitely an option. We could
So is the temple.
we could sabotage the cannons if we wanted. We have until noon tomorrow. We could work through the night to. The village isn't that big as we can see. We could spend the evening warning the villagers and escorting them out of the village. So the town would be destroyed, but they would be safe.
Do we do? I mean, are you saying just the villagers or also the Calrathians?
any non-combatants in the village.
But
We
wouldn't the
could
combatant
go-
is probably not like the idea that we're just going there?
Oh, they're gonna hate it, but it's better than outright killing these soldiers that are these Hadringed soldiers, which would put us as traitors. Frankly,
I mean, they seem every day we're here seems to be more and more that they're the traitors,
I would say that
killing their
it-
own people for what? What's the gain here?
while
Just
that's
because
true, if we were to set upon the soldiers here, word would spread that we've turned against the crown. That can easily be spun against us.
Hasn't Hadring almost basically separated themselves from the rest of the?
Yes, but go ahead, Ira.
I was gonna say, as we were sent by the king, this could prove that the king doesn't have. This could be Hagrin's way of fully isolating themselves from the crown. As
My
we would
concern
be
is that
sent-
if we attack these soldiers before, if we attack these soldiers outright, we endanger the lives of Captain Book and his crew. That's my concern.
Fair
So
point.
to me, the middle path is we identify there's non-combatants on the field and warn them and let them leave before the shelling starts.
We
Well,
could,
let's go.
I could be
we could
wrong.
we could do both and cripple the cannons and warn the villagers.
Could then we'd kind of be splitting our resources up here.
I mean, that's a long night to do, really. We could. I mean, I really cannot sleep with this trouble here.
But also, again, stacking on to what Jasper said, he had a good point. If we sabotage the cannons and we're sent to help with this mission and the mission fails, let's just say the Jarl just doesn't go ahead and take it out on our captain anyways.
Hmm.
He does seem a little deranged at this point.
Really, I don't care what he do to his army or his captain, lieutenant. I
Our
don't really
captain.
care.
Our airship captain.
It's the captain of our airship.
Oh, about Captain Book. I mean, did he say he was a pirate?
Yeah, but he's helped, right?
Yeah, I liked him. I mean,
Maybe in a
Also-
former life.
Somebody needs to fly the airship.
yeah.
Right.
But really, in all the honesty of my world, he's really screwed because we have a tough decision to make, and maybe he's the thing that we have to let go because we know Jarl's concern, or I don't know his name, but this guy is not going to let them go. Basically, if we don't follow the ways of this general, and I'm not doing that, so
Well, let's get the opinion of the king.
yeah.
And then I
we-
say we can maybe advance on the village, like Jasper was saying, help the non-combatants, handle the combatants, and who knows? Maybe we walk out and say, "Hey, we don't have to destroy the city, or the town. We've already done it. We've already taken care of it. Everybody's gone." So, we could do that, or we can go above and beyond and just go past the wall and figure out what the Calrathians think of Hadrian. Since apparently they're just residing with Eldarans. Who knows? Maybe this is all a false war on a pretense that Hadrian started.
Very much could be a power grab from Hagrin.
That's just my unhuman intelligence.
I'll send a cast sending and send a message to Conger Redshield. I'll say Conger, Jarl Thorson ordered us to destroy civilians or civilian village. We are will warn them before the attack. This may be proof, but not hard as you would like. Guidance?
So
You said guidance,
Little-
I got you.
a little time passes there. Eventually, you get back a message. It says, priority is mission. If able, save our people. But whatever serves mission is best.
Finfar, you still have the stones, right? Sending
sen-
stones.
The sending stones? I think I
Who
don't
has 'em?
think so. I think I gave some to Ragnar.
It was Ragnar.
Is Ragnar technically here?
So he's been about the ship and everything like that,
Okay.
so on and so forth. We'll clean all that up later. So
So I technically
yeah, let's see.
do have it.
No issue with you guys yoinking, throwing that back into the party inventory there.
So hear me out on this to kind of add on to go into the town and talk to the people. If there are Calrathians there, instead of us actually going to Calrathia, because that bodes its own risk, what if we give one of the higher ups that are there occupying the town a stone to take back to somebody of importance of the Calrathians? So that way we can communicate and see and get an idea of what happened, how this started, what's going on, what is their side of things.
It's a really nice idea, but
It's a long shot.
yeah.
It is quite
It
a
is.
long shot.
But I'm pretty sure we could probably make more of these stones if we needed to.
I mean, I don't think they are as organized as we think they are, because they
I mean, maybe not, but you know, with
we could
with
try.
every barbarian fact, every raider, every bandit group has somebody they look to.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it'd be good to get a perspective that's not biased.
Sure.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good. So we
Alright.
head now to the town.
Let's do it.
So
How
what
we're
is the
gonna sneak
plan?
out.
Guys are.
You want to go sneaky? Ira, do you do it?
Okay,
Or...
I'll
By this
I'll
point,
cast
it is.
pass,
Keep
but-
in mind, it is dark outside. There are soldiers everywhere. Most of them in their tents, but a few standing guard, keeping silent, just outside of the camp there, down towards the clearing where it kind of opens up. But this is all concealed from the village below. Now, are you guys just marching out of there, or are you guys trying to be stealthy in a way?
I'll cast pass without trace.
And we'll be
You know,
stealthy.
We'll
flying
sneak
is
in.
the most silent we can be because we could fly straight up into the sky out of sight. So, what do you think about pass without trace and then fly?
I mean,
Do they have the flying creatures that we saw earlier?
They do not that you're seeing here.
Okay,
This
wreckers.
is all
They have those things.
cavalry and
The
artillery.
griffins.
I don't think it's going to be necessary, Jasper. So many measures.
Okay, well, I got to tell you, I am not stealthy, and I ping wrap my heavy plate as I clank.
Oh yeah, don't worry about it.
Do you want my boots? Jasper?
Above table. Attunement?
Nope.
Yeah,
Boots of
I'd
velvet
say
kind.
if you're using them, I'd say use them because I can fly. And that way, I can
I
fly
can too.
up, over, and down. That way, it's.
I
a
think
little
we all
easier.
can.
Yeah, we can all fly.
Yeah.
To help with your disadvantage on stealth, I could.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, because I don't have disadvantage.
I mean, a blast 10 is really good, right?
Yes, it's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I don't know. It's only half of a d20.
we can still
I'm-
cast out a trace while we're flying.
Yeah, both.
Yes.
That's
So
true.
why don't we just
Both.
fly up?
Yeah.
Both.
Okay, then.
Use
All
pass
right.
without trace.
So
Do that.
pass without a trace, and then you all are taken into the air like the fucking Lost Boys and shit. Just
Yes.
all right. So, in the darkness, here with everyone already kind of halfway gathered up, you guys using that darkness and rising up in the sky there, not even needing to go as high as clouds or anything. Just that darkness. Eventually, you're a speck out there, and just that nothingness. Moving over the top of the town, and where are you guys dropping down in town? Kind of in the center there, towards the river. Where are you aiming for?
Is the river's the far side, right? Far side of the
It is
town from the
far
camp.
side. Correct.
Let's start there and work our way back toward camp.
Right. That way we can
So we have
kind
to-
of keep an eye on the camping that we're supposed to be in.
We'll have to cross
Yes.
the river though, right?
No.
No,
The-
to cross the rivers to put us into Calrathia, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the soldier camp and then the village and then the river on the far side.
Okay, cool.
How rough does the water in the river look?
It's certainly not quite rapids, I would say, but it's certainly not something I would just go do on any given Tuesday.
A happy little jump through.
Well,
Yeah.
Let's tell the people to transit or travel along the banks. They don't want to be. We don't want to send the people into the water in the dark with no resources. Number one. Number two, they shouldn't encounter any soldiers or sentries if they travel along the riverbank.
And so, as you all descend down by the water there, landing on just the edge of town, moving your way up, place still very quiet. You can see the occasional person moving through the street, but just on the edge by the kind of rocky beach, sitting over there, an old man, little cob pipe, slender but pretty tall looking. Looks to be anywhere from about 6'8" or so. Very slinky fellow. Sits over smoking a corncob pipe. As you all come walking up, he kind of, not so much startled, just kind of turns to look at you with surprise before putting it back in his mouth and lighting it again. Little actually flicks. You fellas from around here?
And you?
I lived here my whole life.
Oh, you're from the town?
I'm from the town.
So,
What about you fellas? Coming to visit? Haven't seen you around these parts before, and you dress awfully different. What's your little mechanical fella there? Oh, what's going on with this?
This you want? I'm not smart enough to explain that to this.
I don't know where I'm from, so
What? I mean,
Well,
uh,
if I'm being honest, you couldn't have picked a worse time to come and visit. You see, it gets up very crickety. Kind of having trouble. You can see that his knees are very wobbly. Like I said, this man is extremely slender. Walks over, points towards the hilltop. See, just beyond them there bushes there. You got a nice collection of some real SOBs. And, well, Lord knows when they're going to lay waste to this place. Now's not exactly the best time to come to check out the local cuisine, if I'm saying so myself.
was he pointing to like the Calrathian side
He was pointing towards
to where we came
all
from?
the
Hedging side.
towards the hidden camp. From where you look up there, you can see there's no signs of it. from where it's all set up, the foliage is all right there. You wouldn't even be able to see them coming in to set up the camp on the other side there. It's perfectly hidden, but they seem well aware of it.
The cut of clothes. Does he look like he's an Eldarin or Calrathian?
He looks Eldarin. His clothes are very raggedy. Looks like this might have been a nice tunic at some point in time, maybe 20 years ago, but now it's all in rags with patches sewn into it.
Sir, how many, to your best guess, how many villagers are in town?
Oh, well, a couple of them already took it upon themselves to hop on some rafts and, well, hope for the best heading downstream a little bit. I suppose about 80 or so of us still left in town. Some too old to actually even bother trying to make the move, such as myself, you know. Such a trip wasn't going to do much good for these old bones. No. Plus, I've lived in this town my whole life. Gone traveling plenty. But this is where I always go to lay my head. And, well, if it's going, I suppose so am I anyways.
Well, we'll cut to the chase. It's going. We have word from the surrounding forces that they intend on destroying the town and all its inhabitants at noon tomorrow. So, would you spread the word as best you can, as we will go door to door as quickly as we can, and deliver the same message to every household. And those who choose not to,
Listen here,
prison.
Sonny. You may have came and stamped a time on the calendar there, but no one in this town had any doubts that it was coming one way or the next. No, what you can do, see, if you want to do something helpful here. There are a number of children in the town. Unfortunately, no one traveling already was willing to take them. The cowards who fled first, well, they were the worst of it. They decided to grab some things on their way out. Haven't left the rest of us in a good condition, but there's still a good 15 or so youngins in the town who, well, either their parents are injured, or they're living with their grandfolks, or, well, some of them just aren't that bright to begin with and living on their own orphaned. Well, if you could help to make sure that them youngins get out of here. The old folks, everyone else here, they've resigned themselves. If you could convince them, well, God's praise you, but I wouldn't expect too much from these people. A lot of them have known when to give up for a while now.
Of course, we're not forcing anyone, and it's their choice to stay or leave. But those who are too young to make the choice for themselves, I agree. So, if you would do the children a favor by spreading that message as well, and have any who wish to leave and any children gather right here where you stand in 1 hour. We'll do our best to get them to safety.
All right, well, we'll do what we can. Don't make too much of a ruckus and get noticed down here. Said we have until noon. That means that so long as we don't get them too riled up on that hill, tomorrow we can come out and do some nice, beautiful fishing before the sun comes up. And he gets up and starts wobbling his legs. You can see his knees tapping together each time he tries to take a step, and walking up the kind of steep little hill there and into one of the buildings there. The little swinging saloon doors between the two of them. What are y'all doing?
Well, gents, quick huddle.
I'm still here. I'll be right back, but I can hear y'all.
We have
Okay.
to find a Calrathian to confirm that they are here also. And
Sure.
this attack has like any meaning at all. Because if the other 18 people that they are here are inhabitants of the older town, I mean it's nonsense.
Well, I don't think we can force anyone to leave, as this old man has said, but we do have the chance to save some who want to. Unfortunately, it seems like the the person who is best suited to help us right now is Ragnar. He has that folding boat we discovered, the boat that could transit the river. And we were talking the other day about a new arcane power that he discovered, the ability to teleport across great distances. I don't have any other way. I'm looking through my resources, and I don't know of any other way that I could support any exodus.
Well, maybe we don't have to have them leave.
True.
We have this little thing here. I pull out the Darren's Instant Fortress.
The fortress, yeah.
To
That could be useful.
for what? For defend our way here?
To get the people that can't leave into the tower. The tower can't be destroyed by
I mean, how many did he said? 18?
80.
80.
80.
80
Okay.
total, adults, children. Yeah.
I mean, I could charge up someone or multiple, but it would at least be a couple of hours or more to escort them to the other side of the town and out of the perimeter.
Jasper, are you able to make some sort of dome?
With a short rest, yes.
Well, while we wait, if you're able to make a dome, we could just have a one little house that everybody that is like a civilian stays in. You can dome it.
Hmm.
But after they level it, they are going to check it, right? I mean, they want
I
this
do
to
like the
live
fortress.
in.
Go ahead.
But I mean,
Go ahead.
if we put them anywhere and then we're going in after the bombardment, we can always go straight there first and make sure nothing happens to them.
True.
Also true, yeah. TC1, you're really smart. I mean, the difference between you and me startles me a lot. But it's okay. I
It
find it
was
funny.
made by Thorn. He's a pretty smart guy.
Yeah, he doesn't show it quite like you, really. Don't take it any like insulting. for
Don't learn
him,
that. Don't learn any of Torrens' ideas.
but- Yeah, I think you're you're saner. No, how it said,
Less insane,
wiser.
wiser.
So the plan is to gather the people. Now the bombardment is probably going to last longer than 10 minutes. So the plan is to set up the fortress.
Or
Yeah, the fortress will last forever.
Well, it's not immune to siege equipment, unfortunately.
It is. Darren's
don't-
Instant Fortress
I don't
is
mean
magic
to
prevents the tower
siege
from being
equipment.
tipped over. Immunity to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage. Oh, never mind. I read it wrong. Yeah, so siege equipment will do.
It'll be immune to the firearms, but not the cannons.
Mm-hmm.
So the other option then, we do
The other option is I stay here.
you stay here.
Well, we'll all stay here.
I mean, we could stay here and that's it. And we don't have to charge up with any one of the soldiers.
Hold our own here.
Fair. But we do want to set the fortress up, and with some protective arcane walls that I can summon on the side of the town, so they're out of out of direct fire of those cannons, as much as possible, anyway.
Mhm. Mm, and then what? We flee with them, with the people of the town.
No, then we summon the lieutenant and show him that there are children here who are obviously Eldarans. And if he refuses to see the truth,
Then we'll kill him.
then and if he doesn't halt hostilities, then yes. If he does halt, then we report back that to his Jarl that the lieutenant came to see the light, that there were some Aldarans to save, and he should be commended as a hero for being merciful to the people of Hadringed.
I like the idea. Now we just gotta survive a bombardment.
Yes.
I mean, I
How
have
many
already
cannons
survived
were up there.
twice. No, once.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cannons.
How many cannons are up there?
Mm,
The cannons, there are about 20 cannons set up on that hillside.
Now, hear me out. We fill each cannon with water to drown out the gunpowder.
They can easily just clean it out and put more gunpowder in.
what
Yeah,
if?
It's if all the gunpowder is wet, then yes, it'll work. But
All right, I just take out the whole thing with the
Tsunami.
tidal wave or something.
tsunami cannons. The first time we use it.
Completely stop
The whole
bombardment.
battlefield. I mean, couldn't we like? I don't know. Make them don't not stand and not fire well, or something like that.
I worry that any sabotage will be construed as traitorous activity.
Treason.
Oh, most
also-
definitely.
And then we would, and then we would give the Jarl ammunition to basically say that the people the king sent committed treason against Eldarans. And
So,
now the king is dead.
DM, we'll take a moment to scout out a good place to place the tower, as far away from the village as we can, without going up the sides of the into sight of the soldiers, the sentries, and then we'll spend the next couple hours just knocking on doors and letting people know that if they want to be protected, we will have a tower erected in just a couple hours. Someone will need to take a rest though to attune to that. Is anybody willing to attune to the tower?
Tower tuners.
I can drop something to do it if needed.
I mean, you can attune to a tower.
The item, yeah.
Oh,
But also,
okay.
Jasper, are you planning to have your ability to cast a dome too, in case some cannons decide to come towards the tower?
Yes.
Okay.
But the tower is a good place for us to gather the innocents and keep it up as long as needed to show the soldiers, Hadron soldiers, who appear that they are indeed not Calrathian soldiers. And yeah, and we'll go from there. Ready?
I think I am, but I never quite like the explosions.
Yeah. All right, so we're doing our best to derail your plans there, DM, with your moral quandary here, but that's
So,
what we'll do. And we'll take a short rest around
you guys take some
midnight,
time to rest up there,
midnight 1 a.m.
and then start spending more time heading out into the town. Again, it's not a super big place, but splitting up, going all, breaking off, kind of gathering one by one. Let me get persuasion checks from each one of you.
Ugh. You realize that our party face is not here, and we're all terrible at that.
I'll take it at 16.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
We only have to roll, and that's it.
Nat 1, baby.
I was attuning to the tower. Persuasion. 8. I'm gonna use Flash of Genius to make that a 13. And also, actually, it actually wouldn't even matter because it's natural 1.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm gonna use Arcane Recovery to recover a spell slot, one spell slot.
Alright. That's it.
As long as we don't roll any more nat ones, maybe we can get through this. Without a fight.
That's always totally possible. 100%.
Who knows? Who knows?
So, as you all spend... should I help you? Help who? Who are you going to help, Rachel? Them? Them or me? Who are
No.
you here to help?
We need a disadvantage against the DM. F that guy in particular.
Luke Faye.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right,
it's
so...
the-
So as you all spend some time out there now, this is the late evening now, or we're into midnight and beyond as you're all moving through town. Some places, a few places don't answer. A lot of them do. By the end of it all, including the children, you're able to convince a total of 48 of the people who live here to make their way back down to not right on the water, but behind one of the farmhouses, a section that slopes down and kind of drops with a little rocky flat area there where you're able to erect the tower or the fortress, the fucking thing. And as they all gather in, a lot of them scared, a lot of the kids, small ones, a couple of teenagers here or there, and they're all very just thankful but scared at the same time. They all look up to you and give little hellos, but most of them are too afraid to speak. Most of the old folks simply refuse to leave their house. They said they've lived here, if not their whole life, most of them for decades. Some of them with very thick Calrathian accents, some of them with one of the many varieties of Eldarin accents. If you haven't noticed, Eldarin's accents make no sense. They're all over the place. But a very diverse variety of accents that you're hearing as you're talking to everybody. But you did get some of the younger people who were just injured and unable to join their friends or family who have already left. So they're very grateful too. But unfortunately, looking about here, there's not really... You got old folks, injured folks, and children. Not much here to give any kind of help if any kind of fight should break out. But that
At least
is
it's somebody.
so
Thank you, Rachel.
rude. So fucking rude.
That's why you call it the interaction in the chat.
So with that, time is going on here. They're all gathered inside, people hunkered down, kids sitting in the hallway just against whatever walls they could find and on steps and stairs everywhere. Where are you all at? Are you inside of the tower as well, or are you
I'll be
out
outside.
elsewhere?
I'm gonna be watching the hilltop, waiting.
I'll be on the parapet on the very top, behind the crenellation.
I think I'll be inside, trying to calm the children and the other people to be calm and composed.
I'll
Hey,
be
with
able to
that-
go with TC1.
And then we're TC1, okay. Okay, you next time. Alright. So, with that, as time goes on, eventually, the sun is nearly right overhead. Seems the lieutenant here is a little impatient, though. And you hear the first shot ring out. Even from far off where it is, you hear that massive boom. There's a second or two there, almost frozen between when the initial boom goes off, and then you see something quick, fast, massive fly right past a tower where a bell was hanging from. Seemed to be their target. Flies right past, hits the water and the lake behind. There's a massive explosion. Then soon enough, all hell raises loose. one after another, boom, 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 quick succession. Some of them syncing up perfectly as they go off, and you can see them fly over, smashing into chunks of the town, and just poof, explosions going off. And from then on out, for some time, they just continue. The whole town around just explodes in pieces everywhere, and that is where we're gonna call it for tonight. So I hope everybody had a good time.
Oh man.
Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you so much, Rachel, for coming in here and making sure you saved the bell tower. That's gonna be a historic landmark in about 1,000 years. Watch. Bell tower saved. Remember, next time you said you got me, so I want an advantage. So wait until never mind. We'll talk. But yeah. So hope everybody had a good time. Got a little bit. FYI, the sound and everything like that, I had to get rid of the thing that I was using. If you guys noticed that the sound was a little bit different tonight and stuff. So first off, let me know if the music is playing too loud, because I'm doing it a different way now. But I had to get rid of, the Describe is what I normally use. It's a great program. If you can get it, I do recommend it. It's just, it's too expensive. It's too much for what it is, and I kind of got to cut back at the moment. So that's not currently available. But I'm rambling now. It was a great session. Hope everybody has an awesome night. Make sure you guys follow for future sessions. We're here every Monday night at 4 Pacific time. Other times based on where you're at. And check me out on TikTok. Check me out on Instagram. And you can check us out on YouTube, where all the previous videos are posted. But other than that, we will see you later. Bye, Rachel. You have a good night. Thank you so much for the sabotage of That Is Me. It's always me. Have a good one. Later, y'all.